Hello and welcome to Tech Cubicle on SAP. I'm Daryl Griffiths and this is my slightly delayed weekly 180 where I spend 180 seconds on the latest techie news that impacts the world of SAP. At the end, I'll pick my favourite to review in a little more detail in the cubicle. Plus, I play a little game that I've invented that I'm calling Linked AIN, where I find a post on LinkedIn that I am convinced has been AI generated. This episode is brought to you with the power of lemon-flavoured paracetamol.
Ren, you don't look so good.
In my SAP Techie News this week, an article on fortune.com exposing some internal discontent within SAP as employees are ordered to return to office at least 3 days per week starting from early April. This article states that an internal letter criticising the internal change in policy at SAP has attracted over 5,000 signatures within 2 weeks, with some employees threatening to look for new jobs rather than return to the office. There are quotes from Christian Klein pushing back on the German Works Council's rejection, with Klein saying that working from home will cost SAP its culture and teamwork. Next, a new wing of SAP has been established, dedicated to the advancement and exploitation of AI within SAP's products. Covering product development and research through to customer implementation, the new unit is to be headed by Dr. Philipp Herzig in the newly created role of Chief Artificial Intelligence Officer, CAIO. One point in the article of note is that Walter Sun continues to lead all product engineering efforts on business AI as the global head of AI. Walter moved from Microsoft to SAP in September 2023, and if you ever doubted the Microsoft-SAP partnership, this article might change your perspective. An article on Google's blog site this week talks about the potential coming fifth epoch of computing. The article sets out a case for the previous 4 epochs of computing, with the fifth being one of ML and AI, and increasingly specialised central processing units designed for boosting performance of specific processing workloads. It also places some ideas of the coming challenges that need to be solved and breakthroughs that need to happen. It's quite a fascinating read. Also, SAP and Microsoft are partnering up once again to provide next-generation capability of what was once provided by SAP's identity management product, SAP IDM. The capability will be embedded into Microsoft's Entra ID, formerly Azure AD. For those unaware, SAP IDM is the on-premise product that provides a holistic solution for complete identity lifecycle management and is end of maintenance in 2027 with extended maintenance to 2030. SAP IDM is not to be confused with SAP GRC. My favourite item this week is the fortune.com article on SAP's internal return to office policy. I really feel that this article will resonate with so many viewers this week. Being an employee myself, I see similar moves globally within the company I work for, and talking to colleagues at other companies reveals the same. With the return to normal, companies are looking to maximise productivity. This is completely understandable. One point made in the article is that SAP employees that were undervalued receiving minimal pay rises chose to move to lower cost locations to live. Being asked to return to the office may now pose a bit of a technical problem, plus high commute costs and lengthy duration. Employers may not be aware of the toll on employees from these changes and expecting more productivity, which may not happen. Then there are those employees hired during times of COVID where a return to an office location on a frequent basis is just not feasible. Plus, there will be those teams that work across global time zones using Microsoft Teams as a primary communication method, like I do myself. This managed return to office does pose some very challenging business decisions and potentially will cause some discontent, especially when framed within a global economic headwind that leads to job losses. What are your experiences with this situation and how are you coping with it? Finally, as a bit of fun, I've devised a bit of a game. I'm calling it Linked AIN. More and more posts on LinkedIn are being created using AI. Some are hard to spot, but others really do stand out to me. This week, I sacrificed this post to the human editors. The header is clearly manually written in this post because of the obvious typo, with the main body being a nice big list of AI-generated text. Often the prompt or title includes a way of spelling a word, and the AI will echo that spelling, even the capitalization of it, all the way through. Here the words SAP Analyst are used and echoed in the main body. Drop a comment down below stating whether you agree that this is AI generated or not. Maybe you've seen a post that you think is definitely AI generated. Send it to me for review on my next 180. As always, reference links are in the description down below. Drop me a comment, give the video a thumbs up, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, And always wash your hands after leaving the cubicle. I'm going back to bed now. Bye bye.